going to be an interesting year for all of us, and that's something to look forward to.
Ooh, Neon Monkey Productions said in the chat Elliot Page as the Flash.
No, please, no more.
Alright, so a lot of stuff still going on with the DC universe on film. Things are not very clear. You know, James Gunn is writing shows at the moment. He's getting a slate together. But nobody knows if it's a full reboot or just like a soft reboot. We all assumed it's going to be like some kind of hard reboot because they recast Superman. You know, got rid of Henry Cavill. But, you know, that was just the assumption. I feel like maybe now they might just be keeping some of the stuff that doesn't cost as much. And a lot of people on the internet, you know, are losing their minds because they're like, oh, they're going to get rid of Henry, but they're going to keep Ezra Miller. And even I was like, maybe they should get rid of Ezra Miller because he has tons of baggage and stuff like that. He just can't get his personal life in order. But, you know, when you step back and look at the bigger picture of what's happening, I feel like the main reason why Henry Cavill was let go is because he cost too much. Henry Cavill was getting paid around like $40 million to be in Justice League. You know, Gal Gadot paid around $30 million to be in Justice League. And you got stars like Amy Adams, who cost a buttload just to play a role like Lois Lane. You know, she got paid over $60 million over, 2 pictures to be Lois Lane. Like, that's ridiculous. That's that's a ridiculous sum to give to a supporting actress that's playing Lois Lane. I mean, I don't care who you are. If Lois Lane is getting paid more than Henry Cavill as Superman, there's a problem with your budgeting. You know, there's a big problem here. And, you know, when Zack Snyder was first casting these roles, I'm sure WB just gave him the keys to the kingdom and gave him the checkbook and said, sign whoever you want, you know, don't even think about budgets or anything. And that came back to bite them because now, you know, they overspent on everybody. And Ezra Miller, funny enough, is the cheapest Justice League member. He cost around $3 million to be in Justice League. He's probably getting paid around, $5 million to be the Flash. You know, between $5 and $10 million to be the Flash in the new Flash movie. That's relatively cheap when we're talking about these big A-list actors. I mean, just to get Ben Affleck to be in multiple movies costs Warner Brothers over $150 million, which is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous sum of money to pay one person to be in your movies, in multiple movies, you know. And everyone's like, oh, how could they keep Ezra Miller? And like, they just, they can't see the forest through the trees. And it's pretty obvious why they would keep him, because like he has baggage, but Warner Brothers is helping him deal with, some of these personal issues, They're trying to help him save face. So in a way, Ezra owes Warner Brothers. This is how Hollywood works, In turn for Warner Brothers helping Ezra with his like public image, he's indebted to them, which means he's not going to cost that much, and he's not going to go to some other films company. He's essentially locked at Warner Brothers now. And he's a very talented actor. Like, he's probably going to win an Oscar sometime in his life, which is more than what Gal Gadot could say. Henry Cavill, like, these people aren't going to win Oscars for anything. They don't have the acting chops, but Ezra does. He does have the acting chops. He has a huge ceiling on his acting talent, and he's relatively cheap. A lot cheaper than anybody else. Even Jason Momoa is costing like $15 million per picture. And when you think about what James Gunn is doing with these DC movies, he's trying to lower budgets, but he's not lowering budgets as far as special effects and sets go. He's lowering the budgets when it comes to the actors, because we are overpaying actors to be in these movies. You have Jeremy Irons as Alfred. He costs more than Andy Serkis. Robert Pattinson just played Batman, and he only did that movie for about like $10 million. So, yeah. Much better price point than Ben Affleck, who's costing around, $50 million per movie. Like, these are the little things that are going to bring down your budgets and not inflate your budgets to 200 plus million per picture. And instead, it's going to be around 100 million per picture, and you're going to be able to make a profit on each movie. That's kind of what Walter Hamada was trying to do, but he probably couldn't figure a way to get rid of some of these big names, Actors' salaries are a huge part of production budgets. And that's the main reason why they might keep Ezra Miller. That's the whole point of this video. That's all I wanted to say, really. It's just like, it's so obvious. And I don't believe people, I don't know if people are just being woefully ignorant of like the situation, or they just believe like Ezra's like a criminal or something because he stole like a bottle of liquor from somebody's house, some petty crime, like, so that makes him like, an irredeemable criminal, like, what I'm saying? Because nothing else has been proven about any of these, like, allegations made against Ezra Miller. The only thing that he's going to court over is like a bottle of liquor. That's it. And you bet your ass Warner Brothers is protecting him because he is an asset. He's cheap, he's talented, and Warner Brothers has got him under their thumb. Like, he owes them everything right now. Warner Brothers is the studio that put Ezra Miller in Fantastic Beasts. They put him in as the Flash for Justice League. They see a bright future, acting-wise, with him. If he could just get personal life stuff in order, he's going to be a great talent. He's going to bring Oscars to Warner Brothers. Like, that's the goal. So, back in my last video talking about this, I was like, let's do a full reboot. I don't really care. Reboot everybody, recast everybody. But now looking at it, I'm like, well, probably best to keep the cheapest people and get rid of everybody that costs money. Especially actors like Amy Adams, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Ben Affleck. Like, these people should not be in the movies. Like, they cost too much. It's that simple. It's really that simple. And I know a lot of you out there are just going to make up wild, elaborate conspiracy theories about this that have nothing to do with anything. That's what a lot of channels out there do, actually. But, follow the money. It's basic. Ezra costs $3 million to be in Justice League. Gal Gadot costs $30 million to be in the same movie, and she's a worse actress. Do the math. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to keep the cheaper actors, especially if they're talented. So, yeah, that's my piece on it. What do y'all think in the comments? Let us know. It's pretty simple, You want to keep budgets low by getting actors that don't cost a lot of money. That's that basic, really. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye-bye.
It's going to be an interesting year for all of us, and that's something to look forward to.
Ooh, Neon Monkey Productions said in the chat Elliot Page as the Flash.
Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Nobody asked you that a bitch ass thing. You better shut the fuck up before I knock your fucking head off your shoulders, old ugly ass bitch. Stupid ass.